All right, welcome back to the St. Joseph Mustangs broadcast. Sorry about the technical difficulties. You just missed a strikeout from Carlos Negron. New pitcher to talk about, Jaron Guck out of Truman State. The 6-foot, 195-pound righty led the team in whip with a 1.33 and held opponents to a 2.05 batting average. That pitch is swung on and fouled off by Elion Guzman. We have 4 viewers now, Charlie. So trying to get some stuff back on the air. Our Wi-Fi went down, and there's a big cut and a miss. Although maybe we should keep the Wi-Fi down because the Mustangs have had back-to-back strikeouts now off air.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen it, but Guck's looked good out of the bullpen so far. 2 strikeouts. He showcased a firm fastball and a pretty good slider that we just saw right there.
Hopefully everyone comes back for the Mustangs' bottom half of the 9th. Down 6-3 here. Phil Welch Stadium. Jaron Guck gets ahead of another hitter. A 1 delivery from Jaron Guck to Spoto. Zeppel's line toward the gap, but caught out there by Jeter Mose. So the Mustangs down 3 going into the bottom of the 9th. First Mustangs walk-off of the year potentially. Keep it here. St. Joseph Mustang Stream. Mustangs down by 3 in the bottom of the 9th. The Bodenhausen Bros leading it off against a new pitcher. It's going to be Kobe Linder for the Chillicothe Mudcats. And that name should sound familiar to you as he pitched. He was the starter the last time these teams two met at Phil Welch.
He was indeed. And in that start, he went 5 1/3, giving up 5 runs, only 1 earned, though. Had 7 walks.
Truman Bodenhausen going to take a pitch low.
Or excuse me, 4 walks. I struggled to read my own handwriting.
Don't we all? Charlie could be a doctor.
This is
1-1 pitch to Truman Bodenhausen is fouled off to the right side and out of play.
For what it's worth, if Jeter Mose comes up this inning, this is the pitcher that he hit a home run off of the last time these two teams faced.
It's the first Mustangs home run of the season. The 1-2 pitch from Kobe Linder. And checked the appeal as no swing as Truman Bodenhausen held up on that one.
The home plate umpire appealed to the correct position here. As last time we saw an appeal, it was behind the pitcher's mound.
So Truman Bodenhausen going to fly one to out of play off to the right side again. Story of this game, you mentioned the errors, but can't take away from the pitching from Escarcega as he went 3 innings, nearly perfect. That ball's dribbled up the middle. Going to his left is Peyton Becker, and it's going to be an infield single for Truman Bodenhausen. And don't click off just now as the Mustangs have a little bit of life.
Tying run moves on deck. So the Mustangs still here, got a fighter's chance.
Noah Bodenhausen steps in. Carson Schrack, as of right now, the tying run. But, so I was talking about before, Escarcega went 3. It would be perfect innings outside of an error as that ball's flared over the shortstop's head. That's going to get over Peyton Becker's head. And the Bodenhouse brothers have had back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now we're talking. Got a little comeback brewing here at Phil Welch Stadium.
Carson Schrack has not homered yet, but certainly has the power. And if you ask him right now, I would bet this would be a great time for it.
And no better time, actually, than right now.
See, now the question is, and I just mentioned how Escarcega did not allow a base run of his own. And yes, you do have a closer, but with a 3-run lead, are you taking him out?
Well, it's not like they went to their closer as Linder started 2 games on the year. And he only gave up 1 earned run, but still 5 runs plated in 5 innings last time he pitched. So it wasn't like he was lights out against the Mustangs last time he was on the mound. So an interesting decision from Coach Hudlow, and hopefully it comes back to haunt him.
As Schrack down 0-1. Yeah, the only thing I would say to maybe take him out is Truman Bodenhausen was the first guy who saw him as he went through the lineup once. There's a check swing, and the home plate umpire says Schrack went around. So the DH down 0-2 here. Schrack, as a tying run.
Schrack upset with himself after that one. He knows he should not even be thinking about swinging at something that low into the dirt.
But now you got to flush it. Keep the line moving. Let your boys help you out. Jeter Mosea waits on deck. Dom Felix to follow. As that ball's hit out to shortstop, Peyton Becker. Going to be a tough turn for 2. They get 1, but that 1 is all they're going to get as Carson Schrack beats that out. So we got Truman Bodenhausen at 3rd, Noah Bodenhausen out at 2nd, and Carson Schrack at 1st. Mason Holton is now up. Jeter Mosea awaits on deck.
Looks like we're Mosea on deck, and they're taking out Holton as he's had a tough game tonight. And they're no one better, huh?
Darius Freeman, who has been red hot at the plate, 2 nights ago went 4 for 5 with a double, and last night had 2 hits with another double. Has had 2 balls hit off the wall in right field. Now if he can get it over that wall, he could tie this ball game up. And the first pitch to Freeman is grounded foul.
The other important thing to note about Darius Freeman coming in to pinch hit right here is how fast he is. He is the tying run. So if Freeman finds a way to get on base, then your tying run can easily score from second on any kind of single if Freeman is able to get into scoring position.
Pickoff move, checking over at Schrack at 1st.
If you're Schrack, there's no reason to get too far off.
Now his run doesn't mean anything.
The only reason you even think about stealing, which I don't agree with, is to avoid the double play. But with Freeman hitting, again, it kind of takes the thought of a double play away anyway.
1-1 count here to Darius Freeman. Linder He's going to get called for a balk, and that makes things interesting. Is no need to get rid of the double play now. Is Carson Schrack going to move up to second? A run scores on the balk by Linder, and the Chillicothe Mudcats coach is not happy about it. All of a sudden,
interesting. Linder was very upset with that call. I'm sure you guys could see it, and Hudlow's pretty upset as well. I think he might have called some shoulder movement as he came set. I don't know, because he came set. He had yet to even pick up his front leg. So it's hard to balk when you're still set. So if I had to guess, I would say, maybe peeking on a runner at first. A shoulder tweak of any kind. And at this level, any movement like that is going to get called every single time.
All that changes now as the double play is out of order, although it would have been very hard to get it anyway. But we have a runner on second. Mustangs down 6-4. The tying run, Darius Freeman, is at the plate. 1-1 count to Freeman. See, takes a fastball high, 2-1 count here, and he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to tie this ball game up. And if you're the pitcher little here, you have to realize that, yeah, you take the double play out of order, but Freeman still has to score no matter what. So stay focused on the task at hand, as there's a beautiful breaking ball taken for a strike.
It's not like that one, but yeah, the balk really doesn't change anything. The runner at second doesn't do anything. So it shouldn't be too hard for Cody Linder to lock back in. And here's Darius Freeman.
As that ball is going to be popped, foul. Catcher going to take a look, and it's going to get out of play. So another chance here for Freeman. It's the Mustangs players out here getting this crowd hyped. The crowd of over 3,000, and most have stuck around. And for good reason.
Yeah, this is one of the best finishes we've seen so far.
Bottom of the ninth, Darius Freeman, 2-2 count, runner on second. And that ball is fouled back.
Staying alive, That's exactly what you want Freeman to be doing. Just keep battling until you get something you like over the middle of the plate.
After Freeman is Jeter Mose, followed by Dom Felix. The 2-2 pitch is lined up the middle and past a diving Hunter Schulta as Freeman delivers an RBI single to bring the Mustangs within one.
Darius Freeman, again, coming through when it matters most.
And all of a sudden, you get the fastest guy in the Mustangs lineup on first base as the tying run in Jeter Mose up to bat.
Really interesting now here at Phil Welch Stadium. Freeman on first. You said it. It changes a lot. 47 stolen bases this past year at college.
I feel like he has 47 for the Mustangs right now.
Another little interesting fun fact. These two teams playing tonight are known in the Mink League to steal the most bases. Last year, the Mudcats broke the record. They stole 171. And before that, the Mustangs had it at 165. All the stolen bases now one of the most important parts of this game right here.
Here we go. Jeter Mose digs in the bottom of the ninth as the winning run. Freeman the tying run at first as that ball's line over to second baseman Schulta. A quick flip is going to get away. Freeman round second going to third. He's going to go home. The left fielder takes a throw, and Freeman's going to be safe. Going all around the bases as Darius Freeman and the Mustangs have tied it here in the bottom of the ninth on an error by the second baseman Hunter Schulta. How about that?
That is what speed does. Darius Freeman scoring on a ball that barely left the infield. But don't forget now, as all of Phil Welch is on their feet, they can win it right here.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go, Darius. He was flying around the bases. He scored on from first on a ground ball to second. As this is going to be a pinch runner here for Jeter Mose. That's going to spell the end of his day. Did not record a hit but did his job right there. Dom Felix, who was super clutch in a game earlier when he had a 2-run home run in the 9th inning, has a chance to walk it off for the Mustangs. Trevor McCullum is the pinch runner on second. Dom Felix takes a break ball for the strike. So now that changes everything. Andrew Clark, who was slated for the loss, is now off the hook. And if the Mustangs come back, Jaron Guck gets the win, and Corey Linder gets the loss. The 0-1 pitch taken outside from Felix.
A lot of emotions right now if you're Dom Felix. But, guys, he's been here before. Like I mentioned, already has one game-tying home run on the year while trailing in the 9th. A little easier now as they're tied up.
That pitch is driven out to left field, but foul. Man, that got me out of my seat. Dom Felix with a absolute shot, but it was foul down the line. 1-2 count here to Dom Felix. The Mustangs have struck for 3 runs here as the 6-6 ball game in the bottom of the 9th. 1-2 count, fouled off by Felix. Felix looking for his first hit of the day is 0 for 3 with a walk back in the 5th. Has flied out twice.
2 completely different looking swings from Felix. One of them is a staying alive swing. The other one, he hit home run, but foul.
Home run doesn't even need to, all you just need a single here. Score the speedy Trevor McCullum as that one's popped to the right side. First baseman Elian Guzman is going to run out of room. So he gives a hug to someone in the Mustangs dugout. That's summer ball for you. Who would have thought we'd be here? The Mudcats struck for 2 in the top of the 8th, giving them a 6-3 lead. But after a costly error and 3 base hits, the Mustangs have worked their way back. As Felix is a ground ball to the right side. McCullum gonna be held up there. So Dom Felix delivers a single, and there's gonna be runners at the corners for Logan Miller.
Dom Felix doing his job. Didn't get outside himself. Just base hit to the opposite field. And the Mustangs are giving Cody Linder about all he can handle right now. And then some. There's no one going to that bullpen either. This is Linder's game, whether he loses it or can extend it to the 10th.
All right, Logan Miller steps in. Infield all the way in here.
They have to be.
They're not trying to turn 2 in the double play. Logan Miller's got some speed. So any ball hit as there goes Dom Felix on the defensive indifference. So now's your chance. Logan Miller, they do have a base open here, but he did get the 0-1 call. So Logan Miller, the center fielder, with a chance to walk it off for the Mustangs. Trevor McCullum stands at third. Dom Fields is second as Miller's quickly down 0-2.
Jackson Glick on deck as well if it comes to him.
I think if Jackson Glick ends up coming up with a base open, I give it to him. Logan Miller, 0-2. The pitch from Linder. Misses high. Good setup pitch. For the Mustang fans that have stuck it out, good for you. So we got a thriller here. Linder, Miller. Misses outside. 2-2 count. Here comes Linder, ready for the 2-2. Miller fouls that one off.
Now, Miller with 2 strikes here. Remember, there's only 1 out. Any ball in play that can get out of the infield should do.
Now, as the runner at third base, are you going on contact? Or are you
No, you're not going on contact because the infield is in. So you have to make sure with less than 2 outs, it has to get through before you break home.
Here's the pitch from Linder. Miller hits a line drive to center field. Chasing after, making a play is Calcano. There comes McCullum from third, and the Mustangs are going to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th after a 4 spot. What a win for the Mustangs here at home. and the home crowd is going crazy.
That's exactly what Miller needed. He comes through, and the St. Joe Mustangs find a way to survive and stay undefeated. Some way, somehow.
Jaron Gutt gets the win for the Mustangs, and Colby Linder is slated for the loss as he gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th, could not close it out. It's going to go as a blown save for him. More to talk about in the postgame show. Don't go anywhere. Keep it here on the St. Joseph Mustangs live stream.
Wow.
Welcome back to the St. Joseph Mustangs postgame show. And what a game it was. Logan Miller with a walk-off sacrifice fly as the Mustangs hang 4 on the Mudcats to come from behind victory 7-6.
I mean, it was a crazy game. It really was. As we headed into the 9th inning, the Mustangs had been sloppy all night, had really struggled to get anything going at the plate. But tonight, in the 9th inning, it was a much different story. I think we're about to get some fireworks going on behind us, so it might get a little dark on us. But again, Darius Freeman somehow coming in, finding a way to just get it done. He wasn't in the lineup, and we're still talking about him. Talk about a guy who's hot.
Yeah, he did in a clutch single the late innings, and more than that, it was his legs. He scored on an error from first base, making all the way around the bases. And it's funny, you would have told me 30 minutes ago I'd be smiling, hearing fireworks in the background. I would not be thinking so, but just the resiliency from these Mustangs, especially after the game they just played, and to put it lightly, very, very sloppy. 5 errors for the Mustangs today, 4 hits going into the last couple innings, but somehow, some way, the Mustangs keep their undefeated record.
Yeah, I mean, undefeated, that is now 10-0 for the Mustangs. I did not think they were going to, when we took the job, 10-0 it's a crazy start, it really is. And it shows how talented this Mustangs team is. They're down. That's now we've seen them come back in the 9th inning, come back early, come back late, win, blowout. I mean, this team can win in every possible way. And I really want to see in Chillicothe tomorrow and then the next day off. I want to see how many of these they can get.
I agree. Should be fun. We're thinking 11, 12, 13. We're at 10 right now. Jaron Guck, well, I feel bad for our stream crashed when he started shoving. He had a 1-2-3 top of the 9.
He pitched really well, really well.
And Kobe Linder slated for the loss. That's it today for Mustangs Baseball. I'm Tyler Mundo alongside Charlie Marshall. Have a good night here from beautiful St. Joseph, Missouri.
What a game.